Are you nervous about the fact that the on-balance sheet liabilities of the US are increasing at a rate of over 3 trillion a year? Good evening, folks, and welcome back to another episode of Silver Dad Knows. Remember, always live with no edits. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button now, as you're gonna like what I'm about to say. So right here, as you can see, I have a Canadian and I have an American. So we are in America, at least in this part of the world. So I'll begin with this one. Right here, 1995. Same year my wife was born. I was born 94, she was born 95. We're a year apart, how cute. Anyway, produced every year by the United States, American Eagle silver coins are widely recognized and admired by experienced investors and collectors. As part of the American Eagles Bullion Program, these are the best selling silver bullion coins in the United States and the world. So not just here in America, but across the whole world. 1995 American Silver Eagles were the 10th of the series. So, yes, these 1995 American Silver Eagles had a total production of 4.6 million coins minted. As you can see, right here in the front. Jordan, so sorry, folks. Right there. So sorry about that, folks. Have a little 2-year-old baby boy, and he is out of control. But yes, right here, as you can see, she is a goddess, tall and thin, clothed in a loose fitted robe. She has been used as a symbol of hope and bravery for many years, and still is the main symbol of freedom. Just beautiful. It's got that nice glow still to it, especially when that light hits it. You know, it looks aged. Maybe a little bit more aged than it should have been, but still, just a very nice, stunning coin. 1995. It is a lifetime ago, and we have to appreciate it. Real quick, before I continue, I do want to give a shout out to Motorcycle Mayhem 595, and this for a comment that they made earlier today. If these United States could just start acting normal again, I remember when we all made fun of every politician and nobody let any of this BS get in the way of being polite to one another and getting along. On another note, buying, investing in precious metals is a great way to learn how to invest, period. The first thing you need to know is that Wall Street is a three-ring circus and casino combined. Precious metals are just a Wall Street banker's racket. If you play the game right, you could get rich. If you play it wrong, you could lose everything. I try not to fall in love with any of it and routinely sell off portions of my stack to take profit and buy again when the cycle repeats. I use what I learn and the silver I collect in the meantime to prepare for much more lucrative investments down the line or in the near future. So there you have it. That is Motorcycle Mayhem 595. And I love what they say there. You know, it's a great way to learn how to invest, period. Precious metals. And of course, I also keep in mind that you're not falling in love with any of it and routinely selling off portions to take profit and buy again when the cycle repeats. I agree. I actually do something similar. Of course, I am holding on to a majority of coins for sentimental value because they were given to me from grandparents. But of course, coins that I am buying now in real time, I do want to make profit off, and I do profit off of. But aside from silver, folks, and why I'm heavily invested in silver is because I am indeed nervous about the fact that the on-balance sheet liabilities of the U.S. are increasing at a rate over 1 trillion a year. And already existing on-balance sheet liabilities exceed 34 trillion. The phrase a trillion isn't an accessible number to the majority of people. It's incomprehensible to them, and as a consequence to that, they don't know what to make of it, and as a consequence to that, they don't seem to get scared. They should be frightened, but they're not. Social Security, welfare, Medicaid, The net present value of these liabilities are at $150 trillion that must be serviced by a budget that's in deficit $3 trillion every year. It doesn't work. Hostility among Americans will happen because they will say, I paid into Social Security and I deserve my benefits. No, you have had your contributions stolen for 40 years and you have voted for thieves, whether Democrat or Republican. The money that went into Social Security never was invested. It was spent. The past generations voted for all these cool benefits, but forgot to pay for them. Now the chickens have come home to roost. Right now, as we notice corporate prices drop, lots of businesses are concerned. Most, in fact. This in turn will put most of us at risk of losing our jobs. Americans' living standards are going to take a fall. Inflation is going to get worse. The cost of living is going to get more extreme, and wages are going to continue to soften. They're going to print our dollars into an oblivion the next couple of decades. That's what's going to happen. That is the America we now live in. So for you not to have any type of gold, silver, cryptocurrency, you are doing yourself a massive disservice, because we're living in the greatest transfer of wealth right now. Right now, today, yesterday, tomorrow. It's happening now. And again, that is why I'm in this silver game. That's why I have silver. That's why I have gold. And that's why my pantry has food. That's why I have water, because I am preparing for the inevitable. So right here, look at this. 2009. This is a 2009 maple leaf. Silver maples have been produced since 1988 and are the most recognized silver bullion after the silver eagle. So just right here, you have the most popular bullion coins. Of course, the American eagle comes first, but these maple leaves are right next to it. I'm not going to say they're better, but I could see why people would argue that they're better. These 2009 maple leaves belong to the Royal Canadian Mint, and the mint is one of the few in the world that refines its precious metals to such a high degree of purity. 99.99, as pure as it gets. In terms of quality and artistry, it's hard to top this Royal Canadian Mint. In any regard, everything they make is just exceptional. This coin right here makes for an outstanding choice for its just superb quality and fine details. Getting a little foggy right there, but of course, these are etched with delicate artistry. This year right here, 2009, showcases the iconic maple leaf. Just good looking. It might not look as pristine as the modern ones, the ones right now that are being made in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. But for the year 2009, this one really holds up. It looks very vintage. I mean, they both do. They just both look so vintage. Right here, you have one that's 29 years old, and you have this one right here that's 15 years old. So, of course, there is an age difference, but nothing drastic. But as anyways, folks, thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Silver Dad Knows. Remember, you go to my description, you'll notice my link to my eBay account, Silver Dad Knows. You hit me up, you say, hey, I'm a subscriber, I'm a patriot, I love what you say, I like this coin. Any coin of your choosing, I will sell it to you at cost. I will hook you up. So remember, guys, that's Silver Dad Knows on eBay as well. And yes, you guys like what I'm saying? Please subscribe, folks, and share my videos. Spread the message, because I am trying to get the good message out, and I am trying to give fruitful advice, especially when it comes to stacking silver. So again, folks, God bless your households. God bless you. And I will never stop saying it. God bless America.